What you're seeing in 4K is how the devil's kingdoms operates. It just does it. Division is what it's based on, so it's going to push division. It may not be orchestrated by who we may think, like people or the elite top or the 1%. This is being orchestrated by the one person they both serve so happily, the devil. A hit dog will do what? Holler, right? That's what the statement says anyway. Well, recently a hit dog hollered. I'm not calling you a dog, bro. Okay. I mean, you can take it like that, I guess. To each his own. But you were hit and you hollered. So, I mean, if the shoe fit, I guess wear it. Stephen A. came out swinging at Katt Williams. Why Katt Williams? Well, you see, Katt Williams said something that triggered somebody else to say something to include somebody else in something else. Stephen A. happens to be the third generation that got the hit that came around the bend from Jason Witt. It was a 360 slap from Katt Williams. So he felt the need to come at Katt Williams for going at a statement that Jason Whitlock made about Steve. You see how conference? Okay, I'm just gonna say this: Stephen A. is behaving like a very irrational female. That's all I know. You're going after people that said nothing about you, but you're really hot and bothered about it. And what he said, well, you got to hear for yourself to the comparisons that he's making, and then we'll come back and talk about it. So here you go.
Because whether you like it or not, some could compare the actions of Katt Williams to the frequent behavior of the former president, who continuously speaks, even when no one's calling him out. Donald Trump is a non-establishment person, saying and doing whatever the hell he pleases.
All right, so now Katt Williams is Donald Trump 2.0. I don't know how that works out in people's minds, but apparently because you say something that goes against somebody you like, then it must mean that you are akin to something that someone considers evil. I don't necessarily know how that works, but apparently Stephen A. does. So why are we talking about this? Because we've talked about Katt being truthful in some areas, but he also participated in the same deeds of darkness that he's trying to expose. And now we have Stephen A. who got called out for lying, all of a sudden now having a problem with what Katt Williams is saying. And you know what this is? This is infighting in the kingdom of the devil. That's all this is. That is all this is. What you're seeing in 4K is how the devil's kingdoms operates. It just does it. Division is what it's based on, so it's going to push division. And all in an effort to keep you distracted. It really is. Okay, so let's take this, break it down for a little bit. Did Katt Williams lie? You don't really say whether he lied or not, but you just equated him to Donald Trump, who you say does lie and is always emotional while you're being the same thing. But I will digress from that for a minute. So my question to you is this. What exactly did Katt say that has you in this state?
Go back and listen to Katt Williams. Did he care? Did he care about what he said about Steve Harvey? Did he care about what he said about Kevin Hart? Did he care about what he said about Ricky Smiley? Did he care about how he mimicked and insulted Cedric the Entertainer?
Because he went after Cedric the Entertainer, what did he lie about him on? Because he went after a bunch of comedians that happen to be the same shade as you? That's your biggest problem? But you're not actually breaking down the man's arguments as to where, and you can't because you don't want to. It's not about the argument. This is about trying to create a wall of division between you and somebody you don't like. Meanwhile, you're still working for the same person they're working for. It's by design. This is all orchestrated. It really is. And it may not be orchestrated by who we may think, like people or the elite top or the 1%. This is being orchestrated by the one person they both serve so happily, the devil. He don't want unity. Okay, let's understand that. That is not his goal. Although there is unity in the division that he causes. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I'll break it down in a minute. If I can universally get everybody to be disagreeing with each other, I win. That's a universal thing, which means I brought unity to division. Everybody hates everybody. In my world, that makes my kingdom complete. In God's kingdom, it's not that way. There is uniformity around one thing. In the devil's kingdom, you can have as many views as you want, and that's the unifying factor of it, division. And what you're seeing right now is exactly that. You see, the dark side that Katt possesses is the exact same side that Stephen A possesses. But they have to use the right and wrong argument for people who are still fairly thinking to fight over. You got to take sides. You got to listen to my point of view. You got to hate his point of view. But none of it tackles the truth of anything. It's all opinion based. It's what I consider myself to be versus what you can actually see. And I have to make you believe what I believe in order for you to be my friend. You need to follow me for me to think that you're an actually good person. It doesn't matter whether or not the other person's saying something true or a lie. Your participation in the division is all they need. And once you do that, you're done. You see, so the question then finally comes down to this. Is there a winner in the division that's being caused all around? Is there a winner in the attacks that might be done on Katt, or Katt to someone else, or Jason Whitlock to Stephen A, or is there any winner? There is one major winner in all of this at the end of it all. You see, with all the division that's taking place, the real winner in all of it is the devil.